out here again. This is my like third video out here today. What is it? The 1st of June, 2008. We're out here recording the ambiance that goes on in Hollywood Boulevard as we out here positively participating, recognizing that this is positive participation. You know, being out here, being active. And I sometimes like to record the interactions that we have, you know what I'm saying? So that I can, for one part, like, you know what I'm saying, document this experience. We had earlier documentation, but I think we lost a lot of that documentation. Babe. Oh, she's not here, she can't. Oh, we have some earlier content for when we was out here on the street. So like, you know what I'm saying, to give you the like, you know what I'm saying, the growth, the period of growth that we've experienced, utilizing these laws of attraction, like I was explaining earlier. Those laws of attraction is the principles, those living principles that have arise out of nature as a result of the intrinsic nature of that, or aspects of nature that have given rise to these laws that govern human agency. And that these laws themselves are a living principle, and therefore if you live by this principle, the living principle itself is our law, or the nebuchadnezzar. And then if you live by those principles, that those principles themselves can be referred to as the Great Peace, or Islam. And you can see that in Job, I mean not in Job, but in Jonah, and the big fish being swallowed up by it, and the Pisces represented as being two separate fish. And then you can see it as Christ, the Christ consciousness, the peace, and him talking about being the king of Salam, and the Salam is Il Salam, or Al Salam, and that peace again is the big peace that you achieve once you get to your Christ consciousness. And that's Islam. That's those principles, those meiotic principles, however you want to say it. That's probably why I say karmatic, because it kind of, and I'm really getting there where I want to actually use the word karmatic, because it combines karma with the Ma'at principle. So that might be a new word I thought, you know what I'm saying, really actually utilizing. I'm doing the ambiance while I talk behind it, because it's not always there, but we have such much beautiful ambiance on Hollywood Boulevard. I do talk about the narcissistic psychology that's, you know what I'm saying, associated with, or that Hollywood Boulevard attracts. But most primarily it's you know what I'm saying, it's humanity being humanity. And humanity is suffering from a maladaptive psychology, group psychology, and that we as a group need to find healing. So that's kind of what I'm talking about today, but I'm giving a little record to my, you know what I'm saying, Ogxlyfe Speaks on YouTube. You can catch me there. Ogxlyfe Speaks on YouTube. Ogxlyfe Speaks on YouTube. Also the Black Dahlia Mom, Instagram, the Rapid Meditation, WRAPPED, in meditation, Instagram and .com. So that's where I'm at right now. It's kind of like self-promotion, you know what I'm saying? Spreading the brands out here, talking about hiphop1.com with the one.com, talking about Alton Bowens, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? ALTONBOWENS, Facebook. And promoting those things, you know, it's like the hashtag Death LA and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram and Facebook. That's what we're out here doing right now. That's an added part of our positive participation, is that, you know, and that's that marshmallow thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might get some marshmallows today, and we can also, you know what I'm saying, prepare for the marshmallows that we might receive tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, or an hour from now, you know what I'm saying, within that an hour. But, you know what I'm saying, that concept of long-term planning. And this is that long-term planning concept, you know what I'm saying, where we talk about the Ogxlyfe, you know what I'm saying, life coaching, or the Gnostic Institute life coaching program and system, which we have coming for you. When I say we got something coming for you, bro, we got it coming for you, you know what I'm saying, all the time. So I'm sitting out here, I'm letting you get the ambiance, you see the wife, Leah over there, you see the bus, just to see what we experience on a regular basis. But things change once you put a camera involved, and once you put, you know what I'm saying, a recorded, you know what I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for? It's there at the tip of my tongue. Something that holds people responsible. Something that holds them responsible, and a recording does that for their actions. So therefore, and they know that some of their actions are incomprehensible and inhospitable. So they don't engage in that same behavior when they're on camera. So you don't get the full behavior. So the idea that maybe the camera's not working, I'm sitting here talking to myself to the point where I'm going to record, that paradoxic distortion also works to my benefit because they do act abnormally odd in my presence, even when there's a camera present. And maybe the paradoxic distortion tells them that the camera itself is not on, and then they act that way in relationships. See, and the thing is, this idea that I'm somehow transphobic. I'm not transphobic. I see things as they see, and I have my own part. And I don't understand why they think that somehow men liking natural women is somehow constitutes transphobia. It's a preference. I prefer natural women. It's not about being transphobic, and I think that idea should be fucking, you know what I'm saying? Ogxlyfe, because they do the odd looking shit. So Ogxlyfe on Instagram, not Instagram, I'm on Instagram though. Ogxlyfe on YouTube. Ogxlyfe on YouTube. They have this, again, paradoxic distortion. And the paradoxic distortion works to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the psychological branding manipulation tactics. And don't fight fire with motherfucking goddamn oil or gasoline soaked fucking sticks. You fight it with fire. And if you're fighting it with gasoline soaked sticks, don't wonder why you got burnt out. So when I start getting to like 10 minutes, because I'm at that 10-minute YouTube point where I haven't reached a number of viewers in which, constitutes, them giving me a larger amount of time. But I do want to reach that. I want to get out of the amateur to the pro influencer, because why do something if you don't really want to do it to the fullest extent? But I also got to realize that I got to break these motherfuckers up if I have to. But I can do part twos and shit. I can do, YouTube gives you that editorial option that I can use. And a lot of these things are my own stigmas, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like stigmatic about, how I feel about a particular opportunity in relationship to taking advantage of that opportunity. Oh, stigma. That's a stigma. There's a stigma associated with the Christ consciousness. Oh my God. And that's just a metaphorical representation of the stigma associated with the being nailed to the truth. Stigma. I feel that way. Because again, the downward causal or the collective unconsciousness will manifest information as best as it can because we don't see it from the upward causal observable phenomenon in nature perspective. So because of that lack of perspective, nature can only operate through the collective unconsciousness, and we see these manifestations like stigmata, that we don't have the Jungian interpretation of metaphor to interpret it from a upward causal standpoint. So we just keep getting these manifestations of stigmata and not the stigma that it represents in association, you know what I'm saying, the metaphorical, the loose metaphor it represents, so the downward causal metaphor versus the upward causal metaphor, which is the psychological manifestation, possible manifestation. So I'm just, I'm on that. And I, every once in a while I gotta tell them, Ogxlyfe on YouTube, Ogxlyfe on YouTube. Come check a brother out. You know what I'm saying? Ogxlyfe on YouTube. So this is me on, on Hollywood Boulevard. Got a couple little fucking segments here. The wife said I should label them differently, and I'm heeding to her advice. All right, that's the wisdom, man. That's the wisdom body, the manifestation theory. So you gotta understand that wisdom is emotional based, without the logic. You know what I'm saying? Without that brings about the understanding, which is the knowledge, the foundation of all things.